What's up, folks? Welcome to today's video. Doing a garage video, some updates. I've been really slacking with updating you guys with some things that have been going on, mainly because I've been really busy just trying to deal with them. So let's talk about some backstory. To my left, you'll see that I have another 996 in the garage. So let's talk about that one briefly. The car is a 2003 GT3 Cup car. And for those of you that don't really know anything about Porsche racing cars, Porsche builds factory race cars off of the GT3 platform. And generally they race in, endurance racing. They race in specific venues that are one make, and there are a lot of gentleman racers that drive the cars. So this car had come up for sale and or part out in Philadelphia, and I really wanted to buy some parts off of it to put onto the black car. And the long story short with that was I ended up purchasing the car with the intent to part it out and take a couple parts from it and transfer them over to the black car. So 95% of what was on this car originally is for sale or has been sold, and that's an ongoing process, and that's what's kept me very much occupied, is working through that. But I wanted to take a couple minutes and get a video out so I could show what's left of the car here to people. It's a pretty cool piece of technology and kit, and I thought it would be a shame if I didn't document it for some of the people that like to watch my channel. So we're going to do that quickly. There's not a ton of it left. If people want to see some parts and go into some more specifics on stuff that's come off the car, let me know in the comments and I'll make another video where we go over some of the components specifically. And then we'll take a couple minutes and go over the black car and some changes that had happened there. So we're going to do this in one take, starting with the Cup car. So again, these are purpose-built race cars from Porsche, and as a result, the fit and finish on things like the roll cage, they're just extremely high. Even looking at it in this state where it's been mostly taken apart, it's just such a high quality build. And these cars are pretty old at this point, and this one's gone through a lot of racing miles, but it just feels special. So the car was hit in the right front pretty good. The subframe's broken. A lot of the front right suspension was broken. The shocks were good, but it took a pretty heavy impact. You see the motor and the trans are pulled out. The transmission already sold, but the motor is right here. And for those of you that don't know, the GT3 come with the naturally aspirated Metzger engine, so it does not have a lot of the reliabilities that come with the standard 996. And they're pretty highly tuned racing engines. So moving over to the black car, and like I said, I stole some parts. You guys can probably start to see what they are now. But just going over some of the changes from front to back. So I went on a weight reduction diet. The front been gutted. Not a whole lot left to see in there. I added these Joe Toth dive planes for the front. Try to give the car some more stick on the front axle. New discs and pads, Sebro slotted brake discs and Hawk HPS pads. We put the side skirts and the mirrors from the Cup car on. There battle worn and scarred. And I was originally going to get them painted. But after I got everything on the car and got it out, I like the way that it looks. I think it looks badass and pretty unique. So I think I'm going to leave it like this for the time being. Take a look in the interior. As part of the weight reduction, the entire radio came out, all speakers. Head unit has been replaced with a carbon blank. And the rear of the car was gutted as well. Downsides to this are noise. With the muffler deletes, the car was loud anyways. Inside the cabin, it's probably slightly more than loud now. But I like it. And the biggest part that we pulled off was the deck lid and wing assembly, and that was the entire reason that I had reached out for this cup car to begin with, was I wanted the deck lid and the wing. So these are expensive if you decide to go buy them. You're talking $3,000+ for this setup. And a pleasant surprise when I got this one. Is the deck lid's carbon. And the whole setup is way lighter than you would think it would be. Like, it feels like the stock deck lid. You see the UAOS in there, which seems to have done a really good job resolving some of my oil issues. So that's about it for the changes. And I just wanted to give subscribers, old and new, some updates. Had a lot of people subscribe to the channel over the past, say, month or so. I really appreciate all the new folks and the people who have kind of been in since I started putting these videos up. I really enjoy making this 996 content and hope that people are enjoying it. Not a lot, at least that I found, of 996 specific related stuff, and I plan to keep it pretty centrally focused on that. So questions, people want to see more parts or anything like that, put it in the comments. I try to make sure I give everybody a response, and I will catch you all in the next one.